Welcome everyone to another Autogefühl episode, and this is today our quest for quality. We're here with the Hyundai i40, and this car is especially fighting against the established manufacturers from Germany in this class, in this middle class segment, and for example the Volkswagen Passat. And we are trying to find out in our quest for quality if this car can match the German manufacturers. As for the design, I really like the front with a unique LED light design here, and I also love the rear, but the side view is not that attractive, I think, because somewhere you have to put that space you got on the inside, and so it looks a bit clumsy in the side profile. But front and rear, a really modern European design, which has been introduced by Peter Schreier, the head designer of Hyundai and Kia, and you really see that here, and I think it's no problem to compare it to a German car here as well. What I love about the interior are these high-class materials here. You see, this is kind of an aluminium style. Very beautiful in detail. And also the buttons here, for example for the seat heating. Here and here. The top of the shifting lever. And also the black piano style here. That all really looks high class, and I think the Hyundai i40 does not have to hide. As for the front seats, we got the textile versions here, so we don't have the top trim level, but still they are actually quite comfortable. Also on long trips, no problem with them. Testing the GPS now. We basically got the touchscreen, where it looks a bit old-fashioned, I think, but I think it's still okay. Now let's check the speed address. It comes quite fast actually, so that's okay. Because you know, some of the GPS, they act very slow when you touch the buttons, but I think that's pretty much okay. What do you think? Speed is good, right? And now in the rear seats, we really see the secret of the Hyundai i40, and this is exactly that. A long legroom. A very special concept, because even if you got tall drivers in the front, you still got a lot of space here. Even own air vents for the rear passengers. And you also got a lot of room for your head. So that's actually the strong point here. A lot of space for the rear passengers. And as a visual proof, that's my legroom here, and I got the seat right where I was driving. Does this remind you of BMW, by the way? I think it does, doesn't it? And the headroom check. So it's no problem to drive with 4 very tall persons here in that car. As for the trunk, you got a lot of space here as well. A low loading sill, some practical space here in the sides. And you also got a clever system to secure your luggage. Just have to press it down here, and then you can pull, and it automatically changes in the middle part. And so you can either split it just right here, for example pull that one down as well, and so just separate it, that your luggage doesn't get all over the trunk. So we talked about the exterior and the interior, now let's get to some driving. Driving the Hyundai i40, you feel that it's a very smooth ride. Suspension is really set up to have a lot of comfort, so you shouldn't expect too much sporty driving here. It's more that you got enough comfort for your whole family in front as well as in the rear. The steering wheel has also a good quality here in our quest for quality, and I think what is especially important is that you here got the feature with the heated steering wheel. You rather don't find that in this middle class segment here, and so that's kind of unique with Hyundai, and also Kia, the sister brand, also got that quite often. And the button for the heated steering wheel is right here. That's a bit hidden, and you can really not see if it's on or off while driving. That's a bit complicated. Driving right here in the city now, what is especially important, the shifting process, because here you really need it very often. And this is also a sign of quality, because while shifting you feel that it is very smooth as well. You don't feel much resistance when you shift the gears. And so that also speaks for the good quality Hyundai has here. The only thing I don't quite like is that there is a wide distance in front of the dashboard. And well, it's also just black plastic. It's not the hardest black plastic, but still this looks quite cheap, and I think the German manufacturers got that better here. To get used to the front screen, which is very steep actually, so you got a limited viewing perspective here from the driver's seat. And well, it's due to the design, you know, when the front screen is very steep, it looks quite good from the outside, but you have the limited view from the inside. But I think it's still okay, and even for my size, I'm well quite 1.90 meters, that's still okay. But if you like even taller, then you would get some problems viewing here. And by the way, my dear Autogefühl viewers, thank you very much for always giving us thumbs up and commenting, and we get a lot of very great feedback, so thank you very much for it, and keep these comments coming. So we are coming towards the end of our video, and we want to hear your opinion now about this car. In my opinion, the quest is accomplished. This car can match the German manufacturers, price-wise and also quality-wise. It's a very clever concept, especially on the inside here. Well, I don't like the sideline from design, I said, but I think in general, this car is really a good competitor in this middle-class segment.